As far as the regular season is concerned, J.J. McCarthy saved the best for last. It's a great time to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Big Ten content every single day. Always crush that like button to spread the word of Big Ten Ted to the masses. Look, when it was apparent early in this game that Blake Corum wasn't going to be able to go, this was not going to be a Blake Corum kind of day, and there's been a lot of Blake Corum kind of days for the Michigan Wolverines this season, somebody had to step up. Somebody had to make those plays, and that somebody was J.J. McCarthy. And that somebody was this passing game. Man, if I would have told you beginning of the game, well, one team's not going to run the ball great in the first half. One team's going to make a lot of big plays in the passing game. Who would you think I was talking about? Who do you think would have won the game? You probably said, yeah, C.J. Stroud, Ohio State. Nope, the Michigan Wolverines. They proved to me, I think they proved to all of us, that they have multiple dimensions on their offense and they have multiple dimensions on their football team. I was very impressed because J.J. McCarthy, he didn't start off the best in terms of accuracy. Okay, but as this game progressed, he was able to progress with it. And he was able to exploit the weakness of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and that is their secondary. Okay, and as this game kind of went along, because, man, Ohio State was running the ball really well in the first half. Down to their third running back, down to their fourth running back. But man, look at those halftime adjustments. I don't know if I've seen better halftime adjustments from a coaching staff. What Michigan was able to do now, stifling that Ohio State running game in the second half and just manning up and doing a great job in coverage on these Ohio State wide receivers. That's exactly what you need to do, because Ohio State is at their very best when they are a balanced football team, when they can run the ball, setting up the pass, and then you can pass to even set up the running game. When you've got both facets to your offense, that's when the Ohio State Buckeyes are at their very, very best. Look, this proved to me, Michigan is a complete football team right now. And if it were up to me, I am ranking Michigan as the #1 team in the country. I think what Georgia's kind of done down the stretch, Michigan, especially with this win, the way they beat Ohio State, especially when they were shorthanded throughout this game, they proved to me against a really, really good Ohio State team that this team deserves to be the #1 team in all of college football. I think the message that Michigan also portrayed in this game, stick with it. Don't abandon who you are, because they could have easily abandoned the running game. They could have been, man, this passing game is working out really well. We got to stick with it. We got to keep slinging the ball with J.J. McCarthy. But no, it says we are a team that needs to run the football. That's who we are. Yeah, J.J.'s playing a great game, and we need to continue to stick with what J.J. is doing. But Donovan Edwards, man, because you saw this as this game was going on, the dam was starting to break. It was starting to bend, and a snap. Those couple of big touchdown runs by Donovan Edwards, that's when the dam officially broke. That's when Ohio State was getting worn down. Look, this is a second straight performance in this Michigan-Ohio State game where Michigan just absolutely dominates in the run game in the second half. Look, this is a Michigan team that it's a boa constrictor. It just tightens and tightens and tightens until it squeezes the absolute life out of you. That's how Michigan wants to play. And that's what they did for the second consecutive year to the Ohio State Buckeyes. So now where does this leave Ohio State? For the second straight year, you're in a position to go to the Big Ten Championship. You fail. For the second straight year, you go in a chance to go to the college football playoff, and you likely fail for the second straight year. Okay, I don't think any huge adjustments need to be made. Look, you're Ohio State. You're still great. But there's just one piece of the pie that you lack in terms of Michigan. And that's the toughness. That's the toughness up front. That's the running game. That's the part. You got the explosiveness figured out. You got the defensive line figured out. Okay, it's that secondary. It's the toughness up front. It's the running game. And that's where Michigan succeeds. They are a good old-fashioned Big Ten football team. They are so fun to watch. They are so disciplined. It is extremely difficult to beat Michigan in a 60-minute football game because Michigan, like I said, they'll tighten and tighten and tighten, and they just don't give up. It's extremely difficult to just go at them and put them out of a football game. It always seems like they're in a football game no matter what. And now that we see, because beginning of the season, we're like, yeah, J.J. McCarthy adds that explosive element to this Michigan offense. And then, we didn't really see it. Well, they're running the football so well. And then all of a sudden, in the biggest game of the season, now J.J. McCarthy opens up that passing game when they really, really need it. Michigan, you're the number one team in the country in my book. If I'm the committee, Michigan should be the number one team in the country. That's how I feel. How do you feel? Leave your thoughts in the comments below about this game. It was a heck of a game and a heck of a performance for the Michigan Wolverines. We'll see if they can finish the job with a couple more wins to possibly bring home a national championship. Once again, leave your thoughts in the comments below about this matchup. Subscribe to Big Ten Ted if you haven't already. I'm Big Ten Ted, and we'll see you in the next one.